Okay, let's dive right in. We're going to talk about something I'm pretty sure every student has felt, that frustrating feeling of just being stuck. We're going to break down 7 critical mistakes that might be holding you back, and more importantly, the mindset shifts that can totally change the game for you. So, first up, let's talk about the progress paradox. You know what I mean, right? It's that feeling when you're putting in all this work, all this effort, but the results you're getting just don't seem to line up. So this is the big question. You are putting in the hours. You're reading the books, you're going to class, but the needle just isn't moving. Your grades aren't getting better, or maybe you just don't feel like you're really getting it. So what's going on here? That's what we're going to unpack. A lot of the time, the problem starts way before you even crack open a textbook. It actually begins with a huge misunderstanding about what the real goal is. And that brings us to our very first mistake. And here it is, mistake number 1, seeing your entire education as just a means to an end. Just a piece of paper, a certificate, a degree. When you do that, you boil this amazing, transformative journey down to just a simple transaction. And this is where we see that huge shift in thinking. The flawed mindset is all about, I just need to pass the test to get the certificate. But the productive mindset? It's completely different. Education isn't the destination, it's the whole journey. It's about building the habit of learning, a skill that's going to serve you for the rest of your life, long after you've put that certificate in a frame. Okay, so once we've kind of reframed our main goal, we have to look at how you're approaching the work. The next 3 mistakes are all about the actual process of learning itself. Mistake number 2 is a really big one. It's wanting that guaranteed reward without any chance of failure. It's wanting that perfect grade without ever risking being wrong in class or messing up on a practice problem. And this is where we need to completely redefine what success even is. Success isn't just about the final outcome. Real success is in the disciplined act of trying, of actually engaging with the material and sticking to the process. That effort, that's the real win, because that's where all the growth happens. Let's talk about mistake number 3. Oh man. This is a trap that is so easy to fall into these days. It's this belief that if you just collect more resources, more books, more videos, more notes, that you'll somehow get better results. But the reality is, more stuff usually just leads to more confusion. You get overwhelmed. The productive mindset, it embraces less but better. Find a few really high-quality resources and go deep with them. Seriously, quality over quantity. Focus is your secret weapon. And that leads us perfectly into mistake number 4, which is tied right back to that idea of risk. It's that paralyzing fear of making a mistake, of looking dumb, of not being perfect right out of the gate. I really love this one because it's so freeing. The wrong way to think is that a mistake says something bad about you, but the productive mindset sees them for what they are. Just data. Every single mistake is like a little signpost telling you exactly where you need to focus. They aren't something to run away from. They are your greatest teacher, period. All right, let's just take a breath here for a second. We've talked about your goals. We've talked about your process. Now we're getting to the 2 absolute pillars that everything else is built on top of, your time and your character. This stuff is the foundation. Mistake number 5 sounds almost too simple, but trust me, it is profound. It's wasting time. It's treating time like it's this endless thing that'll just always be there tomorrow. The mindset shift here is absolutely critical. Think about it. You can always get more money. You can always find more resources, but you can never, ever get more time. Once it's gone forever. It is your most valuable asset. So treating every hour with purpose is the bedrock of everything you want to achieve. Okay, mistake number 6. And I really want to pause here because the source material for this whole explainer points to this as the absolute key part. It's neglecting the development of your own character. And this goes way beyond just studying. So, character. That sounds kind of big and vague, right? But it's not. It really breaks down into very real, concrete things. We're talking about honesty. Being honest with yourself about what you know and what you don't. Discipline. The ability to do the work even when you don't feel like it. And self-control. To manage your focus and your time. And let's be super clear here. These qualities, honesty, discipline, self-control, they are so much more important than any single grade you're ever going to get. These are the tools that are literally building your entire future, inside the classroom and out. All right, our final mistake, number 7. This one's really practical and it kind of ties all these other ideas together. It's simply not revising. It's so easy to think, hey, I read the chapter, I'm done. But that's just not how learning works. Real understanding, true mastery, that takes reinforcement. To really study something means you have to go back to it, see it from a new angle, wrestle with it again. Revision isn't a punishment, it is the act of studying. So we've walked through all 7 of these critical mistakes and the mindsets you need to overcome them. What does it all boil down to? What's the one big idea you should really walk away with? This quote from the source material just hits it perfectly. Yeah, talent is great. Intellect is great. They can help you win, for sure. But it's character, that foundation of discipline and wisdom that teaches you how to manage that success. And that right there, that's the bottom line. Your grades are just a snapshot in time. Your character is the engine that's going to power you for the rest of your life. Your future is being built right now, not by some numbers on a report card, but by the person you are choosing to become. So, what now? Where do you go from here? The invitation is really simple. Don't try to fix all 7 things at once. Just pick one. Pick one mindset to focus on. Work on yourself. And don't wait for a new semester or for next week. The work starts right now. Start today.